We're back. Thanks for staying with us. Joined now by Mr. David Cunic. He's the CEO of a company called UCS Advisors Incorporated. David, welcome back to the program.
Thanks for having me, Don. Always a pleasure.
Well, 2020 has been a real challenge for all of us as we're living through times that are unprecedented, but it's not really affected the stuff that you're working with, has it?
No, it really hasn't. Here at UCS Advisors, the majority of our deals are in cannabis, hemp, or CBD, and during COVID, they've been deemed essential. This is the first time that over 30 plus states have been deemed essential. Then with this past election we had 5 states on the ballot for medical or recreational, and all 5 states won, including out here in New Jersey, which is a huge, huge deal because there's a lot of publicly traded cannabis companies that already have real estate and projects in mind for several of the states that passed for legalization or for medicinal cannabis use. So really our business has been skyrocketing nonstop, and it's really a great opportunity to jump into the cannabis or hemp sector right now.
Now, you're kind of an authority in the cannabis sector. Why don't you tell us a little bit about your background?
Sure. So I've been involved in the cannabis sector for over 10 years. I'm proud to say I'm one of the first 1,500 publicly traded cannabis companies in America, which we did our own S1 for. I've opened up 7 different cannabis companies in 5 different states, and I actually sit on the state board for several states for their cannabis commission. So whether you're touching the plants or you're not touching the plants, we've been involved in it. I've been personally involved in it. And this is why we look really good with the deals that we look at. And Don, here's a fun fact for you. For this year alone in 2020, we've received over 400 pitch decks to review in cannabis or hemp. And out of the 400, less than 15 of them have passed our vetting process. So there's a lot of stuff to really to wiggle through and to really shift through to see what the real good deals are out there.
Now, when you mentioned 400 pitch decks and only 15 get looked at or get accepted, what is it you're looking for specifically?
Great question, Don. So one, we're looking for objective data to back up what you're doing. 2, management team. Okay. It's amazing how many former finance people are now getting involved in this industry because there wasn't really a lot of good bankers or financiers in this cannabis sector. The third thing we look for is also proper exit strategy. Okay. As an investor, you're going to get your money back? What are the ways you're going to get your money back? And do you have a clear path to pay back your investor? And those are 3 of the top things we look for right off the bat.
Well, of course, we're all looking forward to 2021 very soon here. What are you thinking is going to be the hot sector in 2021?
I think the hot sector is still going to be cannabis and hemp. If you look at the opportunities for your return on investment, they're still pretty high right now. By the year 2022, we're going to see a lot of people coming to the market. So the ROI will be there, but it's not as high. The second sector that we're actually really interested in is actually energy and transportation here in the U.S. for 2021. Because you're looking at more of a need for transportation dramatically right now, and also different energy sources, whether that's hemp, wind, solar, oil. It's going to be really interesting to see where we're going to be getting our energy from in 2021.
What kind of deals are you primarily looking at right now?
About 65% of our business is cannabis and hemp. 35% is everything else. It's industry agnostic, but the deals we're seeing that are really unique right now are technology. We're seeing some really good technology plays right now. And surprisingly, and you're going to laugh when I tell you this, is actually IMAX movies. We actually were given an IMAX movie recently that we're helping to secure some capital for that actually has Robert Redford as a narrator. And after doing our due diligence, we had no idea how much of a stronghold IMAX has in the world, not just the US, but in the world, when it comes to actually showing their films and how long the movies stay in their wheelhouse for.
UCS Advisors, Dr. David Cunic. David, it's always a pleasure having your insight. Thanks so much for joining us.
Thanks for having me, Don. Really do appreciate it.